bada boom. It wouldn't be an episode of Limelight if I didn't have my co-host Harmol with me. Do you want to introduce yourself? No? You want me to do it again?
No, I think I'm just done with the podcast. I'm just gonna keep doing that bit until I end up fucking the podcast.
Guys, welcome to another episode of Limelight, episode 6. Today we thought, we might as well just do something with just us, change it up a little bit. What we're going to do is, if you're starting to notice, we're going to have like a regular episode, and then we're going to have a 0.5 episode. We're not really sure what that's going to look like, but again, the real main episode is going to be the whole number, and anything that's a 0.5 is going to be excess outtakes.
Yeah, like additional content, like kind of, I guess like the main stuff we cover in like the main episodes, it'll be, maybe a bit of that, but most of it's like kind of like shooting the shit, I guess you can say, and just talking about like random stuff that's not really related as much to like the main episode.
What we've been talking about is a lot of things in our Punjabi community. I think that like there's a lot we can talk about in the Punjabi community, and this kind of relates to it too. But I recently had a situation where someone basically, not to me, but to pitch to like everyone working there to sign up for an MLM, like pyramid scheme. And it's like an older Punjabi guy, like fully, right? And I was like, damn, okay, that's crazy. And everyone's laughing about it, right? They're like, this is a pyramid scheme. Like, we're not going to join it, right?
Yeah.
But what I'm super shocked by is in all of these, there's not just Punjabi people in these pyramid schemes, definitely far from it. There's everyone in them, and especially immigrants. Like, there's a lot of them. And it's but what's crazy to me is how, like, just how into it they are, I guess. I don't know.
It's crazy to me because they all sound the exact same, but just have different words.
Like all the different...
Like from all the ones I've experienced personally, it's them reassuring so much. Like, I'm telling you, like, look at me, like that type of stuff, right? And it's just like when you're younger and you don't know much about this, you can fall for it. I can see it. I mean, I did.
So, okay, I want to talk to you about that because I never actually... So, I got recruited first time ever. I literally have the message. I think I should read the message, right? My uncle's doing business in town here now.
Yeah.
And bro, I've always known you from high school. Like, I think you'd be great for it. I know you're always a business type of guy, whatever. Yeah. And, whatever, I guess I kind of was. He's like, yeah, man. And I'm like, all right, that sounds awesome. I was like, that's so nice of you to think of me.
Yeah.
It's this long message, right? I'm talking, you have to scroll like
it's like
twice.
A paragraph.
No,
it's gonna
but on top of that, I still have it. I screenshotted it to you.
Yeah, you showed me.
It was multiple screenshots? No, it was
one. But it like took up majority of the screen though.
But bro, back in the day, it was all on iPhone freaking 3GS, bro. The screen was half the size. So I had to scroll 3 times, bro. But anyway, so I get this freaking message and it's like business, whatever. It's a conference. Anyways, I end up going to it. Actually, I was in 2 meetings, ironically enough, but the other one was like a year later. But I was like, they're like, oh, I'm already fine. Like, I don't really need money. And I didn't have much money, right? But I've always been like that.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, like, dude, I was like, right at high school, I didn't have money. But I was like, I'm like, money doesn't really excite me. Like to fucking sell some shake or whatever, sell some soap or whatever it is. I don't even know what the products are. What are they?
Was it Amway?
The first one I think was Amway. So it was all the products, right?
It's like a bunch of shit, like
it's
energy
Amazon.
drinks, like random stuff.
It's like Amazon, like a basic
like
Amazon.
a shit Amazon. But it's not like you're not selling like, it's mostly like stuff you can consume. It's not like stuff you like use.
That you buy, like furniture.
Well, at least from what I've seen.
They were like, oh, you can make extra income on the side. You're going to be able to make, you know what? Like most of our guys are making blah, blah, blah. I don't know what they said, but obviously at the time.
It's always big numbers.
It's always a good enough number at the time. It's probably would be way more now because
inflation.
Inflation, bro. For real.
It's true.
It's been like, what, 14 years since I was recruited. It's a long time. Anyways, there's these guys walking around. It was like the guy that was like the main guy, right?
Yeah.
And he goes, hey guys, I'm 33 years old and like I've retired. I'm retired at 33 and you know what, guys, life's great, blah, blah. All I could think about, I'm like, that sounds horrible. I'm like, I'm not trying to retire at 33, bro. I'm not. You think fucking legends are fucking retiring at 33? I don't care. Even if you're fucking the best athlete of all time, if you can keep going, you don't stop. My goal is not to retire. My goal is not to make money. My goal is to like, at the time it was like, have a business, which is why I was interested in this, right?
Yeah.
But they're all like, oh, retire. Yeah, good job. This makes no sense. I don't care. And I remember going to the second meeting where the guy was like, where I was at like a friend's house, a bunch of people were over. It was like one of those things. They were like, yo, man, it was at someone's house. Yo, you can make this much money. I'm like, I don't really care. They're like, well, what if like, you have a cell phone, right? You have a cell phone, right? What if you just use your cell phone through this? You got 30%. Why not just save it for that? And I'm like, that seems dumb, dude. Like, do I really want to sign up for you for like 4 things to just get my cell phone bill like changed to like, So I was never interested in it, but I was never also like trying to chase money like that. So it just didn't work. It's kind of like gambling for me too, right? Which in a sense, this is a little bit of a gamble, but what just amazed me was to this day, how many people still can get convinced by it.
I think the biggest thing is they know who to prey on. They prey on
That's true.
people that are in hard times, which is fucked up, and they prey
It's
on people
crazy.
in hard times, either financially or someone like in their family like is sick or something, like vulnerable people essentially, and they purposely do it. And I've seen them do it, and even they prey on people who are just flat out like, well, the best way to put it is naive. Like people just don't know better, and it's like, and they put their trust in people to like, oh hey, you're my friend, I know you, maybe this thing will work out. And when they get screwed, it kind of not only ruins a relationship, it just kind of, it gets hard to trust other people, I guess, with same situations with business at least.
Yeah, and there's a lot of guilting involved
Oh
too.
yeah, for sure.
They make you go. They actually convince you that if somebody in your family is not willing to support you on this, number one,
They're being
or
a hater.
joining, they're actually negative energy in your
Yeah.
life, and they're actually the reason why your life
Oh,
sucks.
I can talk. I have a couple stories about that.
No, but before
Yeah.
we get into that, can you explain for the audience? Because I feel like you'll know a better explanation. Like just by definition, like they call it MLMs now, which is
Yeah.
multi-level marketing
Yeah.
businesses or whatever you want to
I
call
don't
them.
know the exact definition in the Google stuff of it, but these all these pyramid schemes and scams, they use, oh, we are a legit thing, we are a MLM, to kind of make themselves look legit. But in reality, they're just doing like a scam. They're doing a pyramid scheme. They just try wording it different. They try getting some like stuff like, oh hey, we are legit because this company supports us. We are legit because we are on the, where is it, Fortune 500 list, like stuff like that. Like they use all this terminology to make you think it's legit, but in reality, all you're doing is just getting people to sign up, and they're using that money and they're keeping it, and they're making you think you're gonna get it one day and you don't.
So like basically the way it works is you are not starting a business that you're gonna just sell products and
Yeah.
like open a McDonald's. Like you're like, let's just say like they'll try to
Depends.
convince you. No, they'll be like, oh, there's a pyramid scheme when you're working a company
Yeah,
because
they'll
oh,
say
you have
that,
a
yeah.
boss, and guess what? They have a boss.
Everything's a pyramid.
And then there's only one person at the top.
Yeah.
Look, it's a pyramid, isn't it? It's the same guys. Come on,
Yeah.
that's not what that they try and say that.
Yeah.
But what I'm trying to say is there's you're not opening a business where
Yeah.
you're gonna start selling products even out of your house.
Some
You're
of
trying to
them,
get people under you to
there
do
are
that.
a few, I'll give them this, that there are legit parts of it, yes. But the basis of the whole organization is stupid and bullshit. Like the whole thing. Like the biggest one, I'm pretty sure a lot of our listeners have probably heard
World
of.
Financial Group.
Yeah, and you've probably seen their buildings.
WFG, right?
Yeah,
Am I right?
WFG. Yeah.
Sick. There
You've
you go.
probably seen their buildings in Surrey or wherever else in like the lower mainland. You've probably got a pitch from someone you know and someone you knew in high school. And honestly, you've probably even seen them anywhere, because there was times where they were actually sponsored on a team's jersey. Like this was what I learned from the pitch. I never knew this. But
When was this pitch?
this pitch was like 3 years ago.
Holy crap. So it's pretty recent, man. I'm talking
Yeah.
15 years ago, last time I was involved. But go on.
But yeah,
Involved as in getting pitched. That's what I mean.
I
by
got
involved.
pitched. I never did it because
Yeah.
this was the second go around that I knew about this shit, and I'm just like, this is so stupid.
Then
what
why'd
they're
you
trying
even
to do.
go and meet? Just out of
I
respect?
went. Yeah, I went because like someone that I knew that I was close to was like, "Hey man, do you like mind just checking it out?" And the legit aspect of it was interesting to me, but how the people were in that business, I didn't fucking like. They were pushy.
Like the ones that were trying to recruit you or the ones
Yeah.
that were in there?
The recruiters, the people who are supposed to
What do you mean they were
apprentice
arrogant?
me,
What do you mean?
arrogant, like as in like, oh, like you're not good in what you're doing. You're just lazy. You're just this. You're just that. Even though you can tell them what you want to do in your life, and they'll be like, oh wait, that's it. Like you're only gonna make it this much. That's not even that much. I'll make that in like this many months. I'll make them this many years. And it's like it gets to a point where they, I guess, I don't know if this is a technique they do where they manipulate you by making you feel bad about your life. But yeah, I've seen a lot of them that are very rude and arrogant.
I think it's part of the thing though. Like if you act that way, it works, I guess, clearly. Because people are signing up. it's so sad that, we're all looking for, we talk about, Mindy shared a lot of stories about how he was trying to fit in, right? That's all what we're trying to do. We're all trying to make sure that we have someone, we're not lonely. Like, it goes back to that too. Like, we want to have a group, a tribe that we can, belong in. And sometimes we feel that obviously financially, the more money you have, you can also be involved with, the right people or whatever. In this case, like you said, they're preying on the people that are the most vulnerable to this. And it's so sad because they're getting taken advantage of and you're losing money. You think you're going to make, thousands of dollars a month,
Yeah.
but you have to pay to be a part of.
Lots of mostly every single one I've seen you're paying.
No,
You're
no, no.
paying,
You have to pay always.
and it's not like like 20, $30. It's always hundreds, thousands. Like it's a lot of money. So for someone who's already struggling at that point, that money can seem like a lot. And you know what they love to say is, yeah, we get it's a lot, we get it's a lot, but guess what? Are you not willing to sacrifice a little bit of money for success down the road? Like, you wouldn't do that for your family? Like, is it a lot of money when you spend however much on whatever happiness brings you, right? Like, oh, like I spent like 200 at a Canucks game. Oh, wait, you can do that, but you can't plan for your success and put 200 towards this? Like, they love to bring up comparables to kind of break your whole narrative in your head that you have going about your own life. So, yeah, I just don't like the wording and the whole manipulation tactics they use, because the funny thing is they all read off the same script. It's all the same stuff. Me, any single person in any one of these things, they'll say the same thing. They'll start off with the same points, to the point where I've been with these people that recruit and I've seen how they do it to other people. It's the same thing they said to me the day when I first met them, word for word, no difference.
What is it? Do you remember?
Oh yeah, just like stupid, like irrelevant stuff. Like, oh hey, like I got this kid into a car when he was 16 and he didn't even know how to drive. Oh, do you know what the rule of 72 is? Do you know banks don't want to tell you anything? Why would you lose the bank? Your interest isn't gonna go up. Like shit like that. Like it's just like stuff that they say like, oh, you probably don't even know this. Did you know this type of stuff? Like, and they think like they got like, I don't know, I guess it's like a bit of satisfaction for them. I guess they think like, oh hey, I'm smarter than this person because I know one thing or two things more than them. So it comes off that way because of how arrogant they sound. And then there's like, oh, if you're not in, oh, if you don't want to do this, oh, whatever, you're like weird.
I feel so
It's
uncomfortable
culty.
though. I
It's
just feel
culty.
so uncomfortable when someone's saying it because I don't want to break their heart. Whether you're trying to recruit me or I see, it just makes me so sad.
And maybe I'm over exaggerating with this, but for me personally, it's a cult. All this shit's a cult. Because I feel like these people, obviously, what do cults do? They prey on people that are weak, try convincing them, the leaders of the person you listen to, whatever they said goes, right? And they purposely make you go after people in your own family, in your own friend group. And on top of that, like just like how you said, like you feel bad for these people, right? And a lot of people in cults, they get to a point where like, yo, I want to leave, but I can't do anything. I'm not saying these things trap you in and you're forever, you have to do it and like you can't get out. It's just sometimes it's like you committed so much to it, you're like, fuck, okay, I have to kind of write it out now. Like you can't do anything else but write it out.
These companies are actually very, very politically involved.
Yeah.
So they actually are able to get away with this.
Yeah.
And they're so powerful. Have you heard of the YouTuber Always Marco?
Yeah.
Have you watched any of his
I've
stuff?
watched his videos.
I'm a huge fan. Shout
Yeah.
out to Always Marco. I'm
I like his
actually
stuff.
I've
I
DM'd him.
found
He's
his stuff off this making fun of all these MLMs.
No, so it was like early COVID or right before
Yeah.
COVID, right around then is when these videos kind of started to blow up and it came in my feed. And he wasn't even the first one I saw, but honestly, it was one of the best. Great video. If you just search Always Marco, it's probably his most popular video. And he does he's from Edmonton, Canada, and he actually like went into and he infiltrated a pyramid scheme WFG.
Yeah.
It's a 17-minute video.
Yeah, I've seen
Have you seen it?
It's so funny.
So no, but here's the crazy thing, guys. First of all, he's been forced to take down a bunch of these videos.
Yeah. But it's bullshit cease and desist. They can't do shit about it.
Now here's
Has it gone higher now? Has it escalated? Because last I knew was he got all this shit and he's like, this is nothing.
I mean, I don't know all the details and he honestly can't speak about all the details, but here's what I do know. Number one, he was going out there and actually like going boots on the ground.
Yeah. In
camera,
the office.
go to the meeting.
Yeah.
And you know what? We have some Punjabi listeners. The guy was actually a Punjabi guy with a full pug.
Yeah.
I don't
Same with the one where I went.
So he had to take down a bunch of these videos. He re-uploaded them again. He was getting super crazy like legal notices, cease and desist, etc. he actually gained 40, 50, 60,000 followers, subscribers
Yeah.
on YouTube. And we had Cass on the episode last week, getting on TikTok, getting followership versus Instagram versus YouTube. YouTube is arguably the hardest. Now with shorts, it's a little bit different,
Yeah.
fine, but it's still harder, right? And this is before YouTube Shorts. So
Yeah.
this guy is at 40, 50, 60,000. He literally went on a campaign to say, guys, stop asking me for MLM content. I'm done.
Really?
He's like, guys, I don't do MLM content anymore. Just leave me alone, please. He's like, I think he archived all these videos too. Maybe he kept some of the big ones, but he
Yeah.
archived or deleted them
No,
all.
I never knew that.
And he actually he does live streams all the time, you know, and I would watch some of them, right, and just comment, you know, hit him up, whatever. He goes, guys, for real, like, stop. If you guys want to keep commenting about MLMs, I'm gonna like ask you, please unsubscribe. He was actively losing subscribers. I don't know how many he lost, but he definitely lost, I'm sure, in the thousands. Because they were like, we don't care about he was doing music, he was doing different things. Respect to him, right?
Yeah.
Just being true to his art,
Yeah.
not doing things for other people. I was so curious, and I actually messaged him too. I was like, man, like, I'm here for it. I'm here for your other shit, but you're hilarious. Like, you're funny, but I love your MLM shit, bro. Like, that shit bangs, dude. Like,
Yeah.
keep that shit if you want, right? He didn't get many subscribers. He kind of fell off, right? He didn't get many viewership. I was still following him, but his things were different. His content was changing, evolving. He's joking around, talked about current events. It was cool. I still liked him. He came back.
Yeah.
He goes, guys, and I was thinking, I was like, man, Marco, bro, you doing this? You trying to do like what PewDiePie everyone does? I'm
Yeah,
leaving
yeah.
YouTube and I
Yeah,
come
yeah.
back. Is this what this is? Like, what are you trying to do here, right? And by the way, people are gonna be like, yo, you guys doing that with Mindy too, right? Like, straight
No,
up,
yeah.
right? It's not it,
No,
but
it's some other stuff.
but it's just funny, right? Like, people are gonna say that. He addressed it. He goes, guys, I know you're gonna think this. You guys are going to think this. It's not like that. He's like, I'll explain more later. But he's like, I'm here because I want to help save lives and save the community from this. Talk about bringing important conversations into the limelight. That's what he made his mission. And he was damn good at it. So he released a video just a month ago, and it's called I'm Leaving Canada. He's leaving Canada, bro, because if he's outside of like North America, it doesn't matter what kind of legal notices he gets. He's safe.
So he's still gonna go after him, essentially, is what you're saying?
He's going to continue. Dude, he's releasing more and more things now,
Okay.
but he's back on the grind, sharing all these things.
So are you scared we're getting good shit for this?
No.
They have found my address, and I've had multiple instances of people showing up at my home looking for me. They have found the address of relatives of mine and gone to their houses looking for me. They have followed me and waited for me outside of my gym with video cameras. They have gone through my Instagram following to try to find other relatives of mine and send them horrible and threatening messages. It has reached the point of Scientology level cult information control and harassment. That is what I am dealing with right now.
They can't, because the thing is, I'm telling
No.
my personal experience. I was in it.
No, I'm not
Yeah.
worried about that. He's going ham. He's doing like proper, like,
No, he's like
he's
full
on
on like exposing shit. Like, yeah, I know.
We're just talking about it.
Yeah.
I'm just bringing him up because, first of all, guys, if you don't know much about pyramid schemes, we're not going to explain it. I think, honestly,
Yeah.
go watch a couple of his videos.
I'm just gonna go through my story, and I'm gonna tell you guys exactly what the fuck happened, and then I'm gonna tell you my knowledge on it, essentially. Yeah.
So how did this get, like, how did it even come up?
Yeah.
What kind of person was it? Was it a friend? Was it like a random?
This was when I was in grade 12, so high school. You know, one of my friends said he went to a meeting where he heard you can make money and shit, and I'm like, okay, what the fuck is this meeting about? I'm like, I don't really want to send a seminar and learn how to make money. So like, no, it's not like an auditorium. It's just like the guy's house. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. So I went there, and it wasn't only me. It was a couple of my other friends that were there too, and there was other people from a high school there, and they were older than me. They were 2 years older than me. I already knew them, so I'm familiar. I'm like, oh, okay, so I guess, like, you know, it's probably a trustworthy thing if these guys are all here because they're older and they probably know better.
So you actually were like, okay, maybe I'm going to do this.
No, I felt safe because I'm with people that I know, right?
And trust.
And yeah, people I've talked to, right? They're not people that I
But they
think-
hadn't signed up. They were just like you. They were
No,
also
some of
just-
them did. yeah.
Okay.
Some of them were signed up. The only people who weren't signed up were like all of us in grade 12. All me and my friends, essentially.
They
So-
definitely target the high school kids always.
Oh, yeah. And what they targeted and how, looking back on what he said, was pretty much just stuff that you would want as a kid, honestly. So he starts his pitch off very fucking like aggressive, up in your face, like kind of like, hey man, what do you want to do in your life type of shit, right? Like stuff like you see now and you're like, that's so cringy what you're doing. And you're like, I see you're trying your ass off. Going back then, it was different. I never experienced this in my life. So he even shows this video that he show every single pitch. And I'm down to even show that video because it's so fucking
What is
funny.
it?
Come on, like just see it. Like I'm tired of talking. There's too much things going on. We got a bunch of people making high 5 figures and 6 figures yearly. Penthouse, we're at the top, looking down.
6 months ago, if you told me I would be on a balcony out in Florida, I would have thought you were crazy, okay? But 6 months later, through this lifestyle membership, Paycations.
I just took a flight out here to Miami, Florida. Thank you to Wake Up Now, vacation dollars, to be surrounded by this. Look at all this. This is Wake Up Now money. If it was some sort of scam, this wouldn't be happening. This is serious.
Wherever you want to travel, and we want to take you with us, so let's get it.
Oh my god, bro, it's giving me PTSD watching, yo. I watched this clip, I'm not even exaggerating, 20 to 30 times. And these are all people in it, high up there. This is what they are. This is their lifestyle.
I've never seen this. This is crazy. Paycations. Ugh. No, but why do you have 4 cars parked like in a random alley? Dude, he's parked in an alley. He's not parked in a mansion.
Parked by
bro.
construction, so you hear the bus on the back.
Dude, you can hear the... Dude, this is so bad, man.
So
Like,
yeah, okay. That's pretty much the gist of it. This is what we used to watch every time when a pitch was shown to anyone. And
Okay.
at that age, what I'm seeing is what? Guys making money, Miami.
man,
I love cars.
easy
They're
up.
driving sick cars.
Okay.
I'm seeing that. I'm not seeing fucking red flags and everything. Like while this pitch is going on, he's not just quiet in a corner. He's like fucking coaching
Oh, he's
you
playing
through
it
it.
in front of a bunch of people?
I'm telling you, this video, how you
Oh, it's a
play it to me right
presentation.
now,
It's a
would
presentation.
be every single
Presentation.
pitch.
No,
Yes.
but like with multiple people watching it.
Every time. And I'm telling you, he's playing this with older people, with younger people, with every person. Doesn't matter what. This video will
Okay.
always play.
Okay, so they started telling you, that you're gonna make so much money.
Yeah.
That so they didn't tell you what this was even yet. They're just like, there's
No,
money to be made.
but then after this video is where the breakdown starts.
Okay.
So essentially the whole
the breakdown.
Yeah, the whole premise of it, and he even put it on like a fucking like whiteboard with a marker. You're up here, and you want to you have to get 3 signups, right? And you're out of the first phase. You just made a triangle, bro. And he's like, but you're 3 people. Each one of them is gonna get 3 people each.
No, so did you think about that? Like,
No,
was that
I
going through
didn't
your
know
what was going
anything.
through in your mind
I
at
didn't
that
even
moment?
know anything about a pyramid scheme. I don't know nothing.
No, so you were like, this all makes sense.
I'm
I'm
like,
just
oh,
curious.
okay, yeah, that makes sense. I guess you just gotta. I'm like, how hard can it be to get 3 people, right? Just to sign up, I guess, because I didn't know like you had to pay, do all this shit, and all that. I'm like, oh, cool. Like, I guess in that sense, I guess I can be like a business owner, right? Because I don't know this. I don't know any of these like terminologies of pyramid scheme. I just like, oh, okay, I guess it's a legit company. Like, it has a website.
Did
all
you
that
search
stuff.
up the website?
No, they take you to the website so you can sign up.
Oh, and they were actually getting signups right there.
Yeah,
And you had to pay?
yeah.
And so, but what did they say? Like, they said you're going to get people under you. Did they even talk about what you have to do?
No, they're like essentially like how you got pitched, right? They're like, just bring them here, we'll handle it. Essentially, they're like entice them enough to come to a meeting, and we'll get them. Essentially, is what the best way to put it. Like they wouldn't say like get them as in like we're trapping them. They'd say like, yeah, bring them here. We'll like try like talking to them and showing what the business is. There was parts of the business where you can sell items, but the part of the business I know nothing about that.
They didn't
What-
tell you at all. They must
No,
have talked
and the
about
thing
it.
was,
You just didn't
dude,
understand.
they never explained the full business ever. I don't think I got a full grasp of what Wake Up Now even is.
Oh, so
all they're
Wake Up
telling-
Now was what the actually thing was.
That's a
Does
company's
it still
name.
exist? Oh,
Yeah,
no
probably
way.
does. No, because
Wake Up Now, bro. They were woke before it was cool to be woke.
Yeah, I guess. But the thing about it is, this wasn't, I think, as big in Canada. I could be wrong. Than it was in America. Because when I searched up videos, I always saw an American person talking about it. So I guess they tried starting something in Canada where essentially you just prey on people who don't know fucking anything and just try getting them a cash grab.
So
Essentially.
so talk to me about what happened next. So they show you all these
So-
things. They barely explain to you how the sales part
Yeah.
works, which by the way, just to chime in, like for me, they did explain. They're like, oh, regular household items that you already buy. Your friends and
Yeah.
family are also already buying these products.
Yeah.
Well, now you have this great way to sell it to all your friends and family, and guess what? You'll make money off it. But here's the part that you're missing out on is they would actually make you stock. They'd be like, yo, you need to buy a certain amount of stock to be a minimum gold member or like a prime member.
Yeah.
So you'd actually end up paying to get in. Let's just call it $500, $1,000 to get in, which could be more now. And then on top of that, they're like, you got to buy like three grand worth, and you don't have much money. These people are trying to make money.
yeah.
It's like, oh, you got to buy $3,000 worth of toilet paper, lotion, shampoo, and whatever else, right?
Yeah.
And you're like, yo, no, it's like, no, it's good quality. Like you're gonna be able to, you're gonna sell through it. Trust me. On the average, you know what? The first couple months probably will be slow, but after
Yeah.
that, people are gonna always buy it
No,
from
they
you once
always
they get
say that.
hooked, right? So that's the other part that I heard, and I was like, this is so dumb, man. I don't want to
Yeah.
do this. That's what I was thinking right away. I was like, this is, and I just felt that energy, bro. Like my intuition. Sometimes sometimes you got to trust your gut.
Yeah.
It just didn't feel right. Anyways, go on.
So they had like these things like group chats and Facebook groups that they used to be like, oh, hey, like this person signed up today. So the first level would be called D1. Once you get 3 people underneath you, it's called D3. So essentially, if you make D3, you're like starting your journey, right?
If you
You're-
had 3 people.
Yeah, if you get 3 people to sign up, not just 3 people to come in. They got to sign up, spend $100 to sign up. That's it, right? I guess a couple of my friends were kind of sold on it. A couple were like, fuck this, I'm not really down. And then
So you signed up.
I signed up, yeah, eventually. Not like instantly. Not like
How
that
much
day
time?
or anything. I think it was like a couple weeks from that day because I kept going to more meetings. And I
More
guess,
meetings.
dude.
Same thing every time though.
Well, I guess sometimes you change it up, but the gist of it was kind of the same shit constantly. And it was just so much convincing to the point where I guess at that point I just had myself convinced that this is just legit. So I was just thinking about money. I wasn't thinking logically at that point. So another thing he kept doing was the numbers. He couldn't stop talking about how much you can make, what you can make. Residual income is something he kept harping on, which is essentially you go to sleep, you wake up, you'll keep getting that money and you're not working for it essentially. So he would say, oh, yo, if once you get to D3, you'll get like $100 residual every month for the rest of your life. And it's like, oh shit, like that would be fucking awesome, right? So what I did was I eventually signed up, and then here starts okay, we got to go through your whole fucking life and see who we got to message now. So
Oh
it's-
yeah, so that's the part I've
Yeah.
never seen.
Yeah.
They go through every person.
Yeah,
that,
no,
it's
they
like, have
literally-
you met somebody in a supermarket
Yeah.
before? Do you know the cashier? Go
Yeah.
talk to them.
that and
That's crazy.
my second time around with this stuff when they tried getting me in was different. First time around, it was like, can you think of anyone? Second time around was like, give me your phone. I'm going through your contact list. Yeah, I'm not even fucking joking. In my house, the guy said that.
See my lifestyle now. You see what I have now. You see the freedom I have and the traveling I get to do. And you probably signed up because you were like, I want that for myself, right? So many people have a fear of being uncomfortable. Let's send some invites. Guys, you guys know how to invite. You know how to invite. You know who to invite. Go to Facebook and start it AA. Aaron's gonna come up and he needs an invite.
So if it's on social media and they're still watching, I'll go back in 3 days later. What's up? Still watching my stuff? Why aren't you doing this with me? And I'll send a video of myself saying that too, in that tone of voice. Message them and be like, literally a video of yourself, like video yourself, be like, yo, what's up? I see you watching all my stuff. How come you're not doing this with me yet?
I jumped over to it real quick because I got blocked on Instagram and Facebook.
First of all, someone that has cancer, guys, like this can help people. And if someone has cancer, be kind, but also still invite them.
But here's the thing. She has cancer, and that alone is why she needs to be doing this. The reason she needs this is because she has cancer. That's what you say to people. So many people come to me all the time saying, I have Crohn's, I have UC, I don't know if I can. You need this because you have Crohn's and UC. So do not even hesitate to say that, guys. People need to hear that.
Isn't there anybody else you could take money from besides people who are chronically ill?
Dude, I've still gotten some messages.
Yeah.
This girl messaged me. She's like, she was in college class with me. She messaged me like, this is now like 2016. It was like Herbalife or something, like
Yeah, Herbalife's another
fitness or
one.
like
Yeah.
fitness related, and she was into fitness. She's like, hey Raj, how's it going? Blah blah blah. You know, I see that you're hustling. You're always grinding. Blah blah. I'm like, all right. And she's like, yeah, yo, let me know if you ever want to link up, whatever. And I'm like, she hitting on me? I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is already way too weird. But she didn't go for it right away. I reply back. She's a chick, right? And I think she was just like, oh, I'm sure I'm going to get a guy messaging me back. So
Yeah.
she didn't have to go hard with the pitch, right? Then she goes, yeah, you know what? I recently started this thing. I'm making like so much money per month. You know, extra. She's like, yo, you should totally look into it. Like, it'd be so easy for you. You know, so many people. I'm like, I'm making so much more money. I just said to her, I'm like, I'm making so much money. I'm like, I don't even know what to do with it, right? This is back then, right?
You sound like a rapper.
Yeah, but I'm just being like a cocky shit. But honestly,
Yeah.
again, money never really excited me. So I always thought I had enough money,
Yeah.
more than I needed. It was enough to buy whatever shit I wanted to buy, whatever, right? She goes, oh, but no, what would an extra 2,000 look like for you? She's like this, and I'm like, yo, like, it's chill. And then, you know, I think I actually started hitting on her really hardcore. I was like, oh, but yo, like, what's up? Like, how's your dating life? Whatever. And then she just ghosted, I think.
She's like, fuck this guy.
I said something, right? And then she was just like, yo, like, this guy's just hitting on me. I'm out, right?
Yeah. And there was times this guy did make me uncomfortable. He was weird. The
Like how?
main guy.
How?
Well, once, I don't know what happened, but he like was like, hey man, no one could fuck with me and shit like that. And I was like, okay. I'm just saying that I didn't really say anything to the guy. I don't know why he's saying the speech. He's like, I'm fucking untouchable. So you think I don't want to out this guy?
Is
Yeah,
the
I
bald
do.
guy?
Yes. He's saying this to a bunch of fucking grade 12 kids. So I didn't like really care. I'm just like, okay, what does this have to do with anything? What does this have to do with the pitch? So I don't know. He just randomly said that type of stuff. He used to be very persistent, like, hey man, you could fuck on your shit, man. He's like, you want to be sitting around doing nothing the rest of your life? You want to, like, essentially what he used to say was like, you know, it's always like a thing for kids to eventually, when you get to a point, you want to like retire your parents, you want to give back to your parents, right?
Mhm.
That's like a goal everyone kind of has. I hope they have. But he used to say like, what the fuck are your parents gonna think, man? Like, you're not doing shit anymore. Like, what the hell? Like, you're not gonna do anything back for them for everything they've done for you. So they use like these kind of manipulation tactics to make you try harder, I guess.
This
So-
is after you've signed up?
Yeah, because he's like, oh, now you're.
So this is after you had already signed up
after
for
I signed,
this.
now he's like, okay, now you got
These were meetings in person?
Yeah, like he's like, no, now next steps, do these things now. Like, get these 3 people. And I did get 2.
No
I got 2
way.
people. And obviously, I still talk to those people. Not like I don't. But
Did you apologize?
dude, they already knew how it went. They know because they were in the group chat when they all went down. And I'll tell you how it ended.
So you're in high school. You'd go to these meetings, but after high school, or you skip class? to
no,
go to
like
these
it would be
meetings?
like it was like during like a winter break or something like that.
No,
What do you mean?
they're literally like just targeting little kids, bro.
Yeah,
They're-
like
it's
no, it
winter
was during a break
bro.
because I know like I didn't have.
So it was during
I
the holidays, like Christmas time.
Like no, it was a giant stretch of time. It wasn't like a 1 week, 1 month thing. It was for a
Summer
decent
then?
amount of time. It wasn't summer. It was raining. Or like
No,
most
no,
of
but the
times.
meetings would have been like at night or on
Yeah, yeah,
Saturdays.
it was
Where,
like-
where did you tell your parents you were going?
Oh, I told him I'm trying to do this business thing. Whose card do you think I fucking used, bro?
Your parents.
Yes.
And your parents were like, no worries.
Yeah, my parents were like, hey, we trust you. You think you're smart. And after that, they didn't fucking trust me. But yeah, like, no, it wasn't like blind trust. Like, hey, like, okay. What I told them was, yo, I'm starting a business and I need a little bit of funding to get there.
Bro, this
and
guy
no,
thought he was
it wasn't
Elon
a lot.
Musk, bro.
It was
This guy
100.
got a
It was
small loan. Did you get a small loan of $1 million?
No, okay, it was $100,
Like-
and they did it, and they're like, okay, look, we'll take your fucking word for this time, because you think you like.
You know
I
what you're
pitched
doing.
it to them so many times too, right? And they're like, okay, fuck.
Did you
like,
show them the video?
And no, they got so.
You're like, Mom, this could be me,
No,
Mom.
they got so annoyed with me. I think pitching it to them constantly. They're like, okay, man, Akagapa, like we're sick of your shit.
Here's $100.
Fucking just fucking do it and see how far it fucking gets you, right?
So just curious if you're comfortable sharing, like, was
Yeah.
your mom more chill about it than your dad? Were they both even involved, or was it mainly your dad?
It was my mom. I can't take this up with my dad.
Oh, you had to keep it chill.
I think my dad. No, my dad. I did tell my dad.
No,
my dad's
your-
like, "Fuck you." No,
yeah, your dad.
like,
Would, yeah,
fuck
my dad
that.
would be like,
Yeah.
you're trying to give me. He's like, if I asked my dad I wanted pizza that night, he'd be like, excuse me, go get it yourself. right?
Exactly.
So yeah, I get it. I get you. Yeah, that's the difference though. That's the difference, Harmol. That's the difference. Honestly, my mom.
Sorry,
no,
I
no,
think
no.
this was before I worked too, so that's another thing.
So you want to? No, that's what I was gonna say, bro. My mom put me to work. Grade
Sorry,
8
I think this
summer.
was, I
bro.
think this was grade 11. This is grade 11.
No,
Because grade 12 I started working. I was out of job.
yeah. Okay, so
So
there
this
you
is
go.
grade 11. So I guess
Man, I can't believe it, bro. Your parents were like, "Man, get a job." You're like, "No,
no, because I'm like no, because I convinced them that this because this is a job. Like how they pitch it to me, I pitched it to them, not with this whole like fucking ego and manipulation shit. It's more like this is a job, this is a business. I'm running a business where I'm doing this.
Did you tell them that you're doing this to make them proud? and retire them early?
I'm just like, hey, I wanna get. I'm like, I told him that like
Sob stories.
At that point, I didn't have a job, so I'm like, hey, like this is a way for me to get money, so I don't have to rely on you guys for financial stuff, right?
Smart.
So I guess they kind of like, okay, yeah,
It's an investment.
we'll give it a shot. Yeah, it's an investment, right? Just like I guess stocks are, right? Like, but those are more legit, I guess. But
Depends on what stock.
yeah, it depends on what stock. So, anyways, months went by. There were so many more meetings. I had 2 people. I needed 1 more. Just never happened. And then one day, group chat and Facebook. That's what we all like talked on. Hey guys, I don't know what's going below. Hey guys, I don't know what's going on. Wake up now. I guess it's going bankrupt. Anyways, we can't like refund you guys. Sorry guys, it didn't work out. That's it.
And like exits the group or exits the group.
Completely blocked all of us. Fell off the face of the earth.
How much money had been invested?
Oh no, I mean
totally?
just $100.
How much money do you think he made just off that group chat? 5 grand?
A lot.
5
A
grand?
lot. Because the thing was, so there's so many red flags I should have seen. Where he was doing his meetings was like in a basement. Literally, I'm not even joking.
Bro,
I'm 16, man. I'm 16. I'm a grade 11. What the fuck? I'm naive, bro. I'm
Okay.
naive.
Okay.
You're literally catching a fucking. What the fuck do I know about
was
the
the
world?
basement like, was it like,
Bro, it wasn't done up at all.
It was like,
bro, you want to know how ratchet this basement was? Sriracha bottle in a random cabinet. Fridge was completely fucking empty. Like, it was like as if this place was never fucking like lived in.
does he live upstairs? Maybe?
No, he said he lives there. He said he's renting out the basement. He's like, I'm just trying to work out like getting this like complex. Like, I'm trying to work out a contract to like go to a different place.
There's all these people that are going around saying, I can make you this much money. Guys, if somebody's out here saying, I'm retired and I'm super rich, first of all, if you actually were retired and super rich, why would you be out here trying to sell me something, bro?
Yeah.
You ain't making no sense, bro. You're not retired. You're grinding right now.
Exactly.
You're not retired. You're grinding
Yeah.
up here right now and talking about like whatever.
Yeah. And then one of the weirdest things was like, I guess attire wise, he was dressed fine, like business casual, right? So it's like nothing special. He used to hype about like making so much where he can put people into cars, and he never had one himself. So it was like lots of weird things. Obviously, looking back, it's so obvious with all these red flags, right? But at the age of 16, I don't know shit about the world. I don't know if these things even exist. So when it went to shit, I was just like, fuck. I was like, God damn, I literally just got fucking scammed. I'm like, we had inklings towards the end of it. Like, what the fuck is really going on? But this is so weird. I'm like in between it, we always had our doubts, but like we were just like, nah, man. Like, maybe we're like overthinking it, because he used to just like say
Reassure
like
you.
reassure, say the right things, and it kind of just get into our head, and we're like,
Did he say
I
though,
guess
like, oh,
whatever.
if anybody's saying that you shouldn't join this, like,
yeah.
you should cut them out of your
No,
life?
he's like those people don't want to see you win. Essentially, like typical shit, right?
No way.
Yeah, he's like, these people are just
Haters make
haters,
me
bro. They're
famous.
haters.
I
They're
love my haters.
He's like, yo, do you think like fucking all these successful people never had haters? He's like, you're just like those people. And like that type of shit, right?
And you actually genuinely were like, this guy's a hater then?
No,
So did you
I
do it?
never thought that. I'm just like, hey, maybe people aren't down to do that. I never fucking cut people off because like, oh, you're not down to do the business. I'm not that guy.
Yeah.
So
how long is this time period though? Like we're talking about 30 days?
Talking about months, man. Probably a few months at least.
Okay. So then what? So then that message happens. You guys are all like,
message happens, and
you guys meet up, or-
essentially everything ends overnight. No, we all went to the same school together, so we're talking about it, right?
Oh,
We're all on
yeah.
the phone together. We're like, what the fuck, man? Like this motherfucker. Like we start. Like, I guess part of us were just laughing our ass off, and obviously I took the brunt of it because I was the one guy out of the whole friend group who actually went that far in it. It was like, this motherfucker spent like 200, what a fucking dumbass, or like 100, but like,
It's a lot.
if you want to add everyone else's money, right? So like, oh, you're so fucking stupid and shit like that. So I was the brunt of the joke for a little bit, but then I mean, rightfully so. I mean, I did a dumb maneuver. Funny enough, the guy who like brought all of us in, he didn't join himself. And it's always funny to talk to him about that. That like I'm like,
did
yo,
he not try and stop you guys, or he kind of just
no.
silently
He was
did?
just like, fuck it, I'm not gonna do it. He's like, I'm too lazy. He's like, yeah, like, fuck it, I don't want to do it. Like he wasn't like lazy about it. He was just like, fuck it, I don't care. Like he just like, it's not his cup of tea, essentially.
Yeah, same.
So
like, smart guy. Stick
guess.
around. Keep him around, bro.
Oh yeah.
Keep that guy around.
And then so that's done. This is wake up now. Wake up now. Close chapter.
Okay, so now you're like, okay, now we need to find the next pyramid scheme.
No, years go by. Never get any pyramid schemes, all this shit.
Did you do any research? Did any YouTube videos come up, or did you know what they were?
I searched it up.
At that point, did you know what they were?
No. After that, like we used to always just make fun of this shit and like.
Sorry, just a quick question.
Yeah.
So you signed up 2 people. You paid $100.
Yeah,
$100
they
went
paid
straight
100
to,
each.
No, you paid $100. Went straight to Bilal.
I guess it went straight to
No,
him.
let's just say it went to him because you
yeah,
gave it to him.
Yeah.
Then those other 2 guys you signed up. Did that
100
money
each.
come to you?
No.
You didn't get
Because the thing is,
$1.
no.
I thought the point was to
No,
sign.
they're saying once you get 3, then you get money. That's their thing. It's not every sign up you get a percentage out of.
So he was just like, yo, Harmol got 2. We don't need him to get 3 now. They're trying to get pretty much anyone else to get 2 then?
No. They want you to get 3, so you keep getting it. But the thing is, they'll kind of like say like, oh yeah, you just gotta keep working, man. The money will come. The money will come. Like, you know, like kind of like
Rome wasn't built in a day.
Yeah, exactly.
Rome wasn't built in a day,
I think
bro.
actually he said
I
that
use
fucking
that line all
line.
the time.
Like all the corniest lines. Think of like you can say this guy was abusing the shit out of him. So, anyways, so that one, Wake Up Now, is now dead. It's over. Even though it's still a fucking page, I think a website, and the videos are still up there. People have had their own experiences. They might have like similar stories, but that was my experience with it. So then never saw Bilal again. I saw those people again, obviously, because we all were friends. And yeah, nothing happened out of that. Never got my money back. Anyways.
Do you know how many times it takes for you to have, if you were to recruit 6 new members, if you were to get 6 members each, by the time you got to the 13th level, so I started,
Yeah.
you're under me, then the next person, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Once you have 13 levels of 6 people each,
Yeah.
you have the whole population of Earth.
I know. It's so stupid. That's where it's so dumb.
No. If they're like,
No, I know.
You're gonna recruit
You got that from
three
Marco,
people.
didn't you?
That came from Marco. It came
Yeah.
from a bunch of these, but I have
Yeah.
them. I have them on here right now.
Yeah.
But it's like I think it's a public fact.
No, it's ridiculous.
A pyramid scheme,
It's so
and they don't call it pyramid scheme. They call it multi-level
Level
marketing. And I
'cause-
get it though. You know what? Honestly though, there's different ways to market a product. Doesn't matter what the product is. It can be an energy drink. It can be
Yeah.
whatever it is, right? If you actually like want to market it, you can go hard on social media marketing. You could do the Red Bull thing. Get a Mini Cooper, put a big can on the top, get these like girls with backpacks to go and hand it out and be
Yeah.
all fun. Have a good day, guys. Let's get you addicted to caffeine, by the way.
Yeah.
If you want, you can go hard on social media. You can do the Red Bull thing, right? You can also go and get TV Super Bowl ads. You see Kanye's Super Bowl ad, by the way? I don't know what he was trying to sell. What was it?
No, I think he just did it because he can do it.
Point is, there's different ways to market a product. And you know what? It's actually, if your product is really good, you know,
It markets itself.
no, yeah, you
essentially.
could like go around and tell people about it. You know, marketing it through
Every
through-
company does that. Like referral
Yeah.
stuff is like normal now.
right? So
Pretty standard.
So and then like there's ways for you to franchise off stuff, right? You want to franchise off a quesada. You want to franchise off a mucho burrito, whatever. You can do that, and you're not like multi-level marketing.
Yeah.
You're buying the assets or like whatever the rights to everything, the recipes, and you just do it, right? And it
Yeah.
works. If you're asked to buy products and sell them and like sell them to your friends and family, like I don't think that this is like should be illegal. I think that's fine. If it's actually like a product that people
Yeah.
want to buy, go nuts. I challenge people to create their own product. If they're good at baking, bake their own product. If they're good at 3D printing stuff and techie stuff, do something with that, right? Like automation stuff is what I do. Help people integrate with that kind of stuff. Do that. Maybe don't sign up for someone else's thing, but I'm not a hater on like selling a product to your friends and family.
Yeah.
I'm not against it. But as soon as you add the layer of, oh, by the way, to make real money here, you need to sign up people.
Yeah.
Now that people know what pyramid schemes are, like even high schoolers, maybe not all of them, but still,
It's more common now.
it's a little more common to know what a pyramid scheme is. So, and there's Google now, there's ChatGPT, there's all these things. So as soon as you add in there that you're going to have to recruit people in to your like people under you and they need to get people under you and to make money, that's got to be a red flag right there. But they continue to convince you that, oh, that's a side thing.
It's
Like
'cause they
it's going to be so good. People are going to want to do it. They still find a way to convince you. And that's where it's like, guys, it's a red
I
flag.
think they convince it because they show it in different ways every time. Every single one of these I've been to, it's different. Like Wake Up Now is different than WFG, different than the Happy Birthday.
Okay.
Every single one's different.
And I did it part-time for 6 months. But once I replaced my job income, I switched to full-time.
So after only 6 months, you got to do that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So, like, what is it? What do you do?
So what we do end of the day is, let's look at people out there. They have houses. And when they have buy the houses, what they need to get? Mortgage, house insurance, okay, property tax, and other insurances, mortgage insurance.
By the way, all those awards on the shelf behind him aren't from any sort of government or financial agency. They're just from World Financial Group. You could literally go to an award store and buy one of these things and print whatever you want on it. For example, the blue one behind his head, I found online pretty fast, and you can get that for 150 bucks.
What do you think? Insurance is expense or investment?
It's an expense, definitely, if you're paying it, yeah.
And that's lack of education, because they don't know how insurance could become the best investment of their life.
How could insurance be the best investment of your life?
That's the education we give them. You could make money.
How?
That's the investment part of that.
Yeah. Okay. So anyways, what I was gonna say is, yeah, it's just funny how, like, again, they get the status. We talk about caste, we talk about fucking race. You talk about just, hey, I got those awards behind me, it's casual. We're not gonna talk about it. Hey, by the way, you wanna go for a spin in my Lamborghini after?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, it's in the shop right now, but
then this was before COVID. I got introduced to WFG, World Financial Group, from someone close to me. I didn't know shit about this. I haven't heard of it, but I've seen their buildings though. I have seen their fucking buildings.
it's weird. I think that they have them, yeah.
Whatever. I think
They do have them.
Whatever. They have them, yeah. But then I was invited to one of these seminars in Surrey.
Was it in a basement?
No, this was in a fucking complex. Legit place. Legit.
Okay.
They told me to dress nice. Did I? No. I'm like,
What'd you wear then?
whatever.
What'd you wear? Did you wear a hoodie?
I just wore like jeans and a shirt or something. Nothing like
Steve
shirt,
Jobs?
I mean,
Was
like
it
a
turtleneck?
t-shirt.
Was it a black turtleneck?
Yeah, it was.
Steve Jobs.
I shaved my head bald too.
Yo,
with round glasses. Walked in.
Okay, go on.
And then so meet all these people. Every guy's in a suit. So he was like on my face, like, man, you gotta do this, you gotta do shit like this, you gotta do shit like that. Man, look at me. Look at me, bro. Look at me. Look what I'm doing, bro. I'm so good. I'm so good. So then I'm like, all right, bro. Like, he's fast talker. He was a fast talker of the crew. So then whatever, he did his fucking pitch on me, whatever. Then after these guys were done their shit, they're showing like, hey, look at these guys, they're doing the test. So essentially the whole premise of it was you sign up for these guys and you sell insurance, life insurance, mortgage insurance, whatever the fuck kind of insurance it is, you sell that. So that is a legit thing. I'm not going to deny that. That is the legit part of the thing. It's a real thing. People do that in the real world. So they say like, oh, hey, like don't do it through the banks. Like the banks aren't going to give you shit in the long run. We will. We give
Makes
like
sense,
interest
yeah.
and stuff like that. So that's a real part where that intrigued me. I'm like, you know what? Worst comes to worst, I get my insurance license and I won't do it through these guys, but I'll just have that as like a backup if I ever wanted one, right? So that's the only reason why
And
I guess.
is that license the legit license though that you actually?
I don't know though. The thing is, but they make you like pay like $300-$400. It's an expensive test and not a cheap test. So
No,
I'm
but like, do you?
because they kept saying it is through the government. It is
Yeah,
through the
so-
government. So I'm assuming it is a legit license because you can't sell like insurance without
No,
having
like
a license.
I've bought insurance and stuff like that
Yeah.
from a guy I know.
Yeah.
You know, great guy. He definitely, this is his business. He makes a cut out of every year that I pay
Yeah.
for this insurance. It's not an MLM. It's like a
Yeah.
legit insurance. I
and,
searched
and
it up.
that's
It's legit.
that's where this thing is like that, right? That's
And
what
he
they
doesn't,
use.
but he does also investments and
yeah,
he does a bunch of other stuff too. He's not just selling insurance.
yeah. But this is
mind
the
you.
whole thing is insurance, and
Yeah.
also
Because it's
getting
easy. It's easier.
getting people underneath you to sell insurance. So that's a catch of it. So I go to the separate room with a bunch of other people that never been pitched before. I'll say this pitch was very fucking shit compared to like, I guess maybe at this point I already knew what it was like, but they could not stop saying the phrase, it's not a pyramid scheme, we promise. And I'm like, okay, why do you keep saying that then? It's so weird. Like, you're like, and like how you said at the start, you work at a McDonald's, there's a boss, there's this manager, there's a supervisor, and you're at the bottom. Isn't that a pyramid scheme? How is this a pyramid scheme? Then isn't everything a pyramid scheme? And they keep talking in these kind of like,
The government's a pyramid
Yeah.
scheme. There's only
Yeah.
one person at the top.
and then they keep talking in these like, they keep giving like rhetorical questions at every end of every statement. Why is that? I'll tell you why. Like shit like that, right? So it's like, and the thing is, I've watched Marco's stuff and he literally exposed that as well, how they all constantly talk in rhetorical ways and keep ending their conversations in a question.
Oh yeah, they like tell you to do that.
Okay, let's talk for a second about overcoming objections. And we talked earlier about how important it is to finish a sentence with a question.
Hey, how much money will I make in this? How much do you think you'll make in this? How much does this pay? Well, it really depends. How much do you think? You're a f***ing piece of shit.
Yeah.
You're like, never answer the question.
Yeah.
Always ask a question
Yeah.
after.
And it's like, so it kind of leaves the person like, okay,
Like
I guess,
scratching their
like,
head,
yeah,
like,
like, okay, what can I
yo,
really
dude.
fucking say, right? And I kept thinking in this conversation, like, where the fuck is this going, dude? Because they keep like, they're trying to make it seem so legit the whole time that the business aspect and the whole actual job or whatever you have to do is like 2% of it. So, and they kept showing like, if we aren't legit, like people say we're a scam, right? Why did the CFL team have us on their jersey?
They said that.
Yeah. And they showed the photo. They're like, is this a scam? Will this company associate themselves with a scam? Will this team associate themselves with a scam? And I'm sitting there, I'm just like, what the fuck is this pitch? I'm like, these guys are just trying to show me so much that we're not, it's too good to be true, but I'm telling you it's true. Like that type of shit, right? And I'm like, whatever, man. I mean, this thing sucks. I'm like, whoever brought me here, I'm like, I'm telling them this is the stupidest thing I ever heard. So then what happened was, this was a mini pitch, right? But then the meeting with everyone's happening in like 30 minutes.
Okay.
So you have to wait for this one, right? If I recorded this thing, this was the most cringiest thing I've probably ever been a part of. It's literally like a cult. So everyone there knows each other, right? And they're all wearing these coats. So these different color coats mean you're a different rank in this company.
So it's a caste system?
Yeah, it's
Is
like
it
a caste system.
Dude.
So also to preface this, everyone there's Punjabi.
Oh.
So they play the Punjabi angle as well. Like, oh, assi ta apne bande hai, so we're all like all our own. We're all like, you know, same people. We're not gonna fuck each other over, right?
Oh
We're
my
all-
god!
they
So
do
they're
play
trying,
that angle.
They're trying to manipulate you from every
Every
angle.
angle. And also the people that are high up there, the guy who was a Sardar. The guy that was the highest.
No, of
he was
course, so
Sardar.
it looks
looks
like
like he's
it's
a
legit.
credible person.
Which
I'm
this
not
goes-
saying like he's not a Sardar. I'm not saying he did that for this. I'm saying he was at the top and he was a Sardar. So the more
Fits the- it
credibility
fits- it
with
fits
upper
the bill.
people, I would
Fits
say.
the bill.
Yeah, it fits the bill. So essentially this pitch happens. There's like probably like 40, 50 people. There's meeting, right? Group meeting, all the people there wearing jackets. The music gets blasted to 100. AC/DC's playing. This guy gets called to the front. He's fucking pumping his fist. Let's go, guys. Let's go. And I'm just like, what the fuck am I a part of? This looks like a cult. And he's like fucking saying like, hey, man, I'm so proud of everyone here that's doing this. Look at all you guys. I remember this guy right here where he started and look where he is now. Look at the jacket he's wearing now.
He's wearing purple.
Yeah, he's wearing fucking purple. You know what? Next month, he's going to have a red one on. I just know it. And if you want to be like him, you got to start now. Why are you wasting time? Like that type of shit, right? Like,
Did you know which color was higher ranked than the other?
yeah, they
was
like
it,
explained it, like the jackets or like I
does
think
it like show like a color going up? Is it like a
if
color
I- yeah,
gradient?
if
color
I-
gradient,
yeah.
color going up, and
Yeah.
you see like the hottest red or whatever?
yeah, like if I remember correctly, I think red was the highest, and like if I
This is
remember,
at WFG.
yeah, it's a WFG,
And this is in Surrey or Vancouver?
the Surrey one, and like this is like I'm pretty sure
This
a
is
few
3 years
a-
ago.
yeah, a lot of people
After
have gone
COVID.
to this pitch because
It was after COVID.
no, before COVID, so
Okay.
before COVID, it's probably more than 3 years ago then, but so I'm pretty sure a lot of people have been to this pitch because the main people that are in this are literally have pitches to so many people from what I've heard. So essentially what happened was after this pitch, I'm just like, this was the cringiest thing I've ever been to. What the fuck is this? I'm like, the legit part that I'm interested in is the insurance stuff. The other shit, I don't know what the fuck that's all about. I'm not interested
You were there.
in all that.
Your friend was already in at this point, right?
They were like, no, they weren't like in. They
But
were like
they
more
didn't
like,
come to you. They didn't come with you.
no,
to
they
this
were
one.
with me
Oh,
here.
this one they
yeah.
were here. Okay.
And then
This is the
the-
second meeting? Remind me.
this was my first time seeing everyone else there.
Okay.
Yeah. So I went there a few other times and I had this person that's my apprentice, so essentially the person at the top that recruited me, right? He used to come over to my house, he used to call me, message me, do all this shit like, hey man, you gotta find some
How
people.
old was he?
And he was like probably
This is the fast talker, right?
no, this is not the fast talker. Fast talker is the guy I met there. This is the guy this guy used to come over to my house, do all these pitches. And then one day he's like, all right, bro, we need to work on you. We need to fucking see who you got. Give me your phone. We're going through your contact list. And I'm just like, fuck, all right. So he's like, which guy? Which person? Which chick should I message right now? I'm just like, man, just do it. I mean, I don't know what the fuck to write. What do you want me to write? So I wasn't even signed up for this shit. I just wanted to do the insurance stuff a part of this. But he's just tried being so persistent on this other shit. And I'm just like, dude, I don't care about that. I just want to do insurance and that's all. He's like, that's fine if you want to do that. But you know, you got to do like this part of the business too, bro. It's like, this is a part of it as well. So then I saw how these guys were pitching other people. And I saw the people that were also there. And I'm just like, fuck, bro. I mean, this is not right, yo. I mean, this is not right. They were going after students at that time, right? And I'm like, they're going after people that don't know better. That are coming here and like, hey, we want to be successful. We need to be stable, right? Because these guys are working like 2 to 3 jobs at times. And it's hard for them to even survive off that, especially with how expensive stuff got around that time and even now. And like I always like overheard conversations they're having with people, and they're like, oh, like I really want this to work, you know, like I have like bills and expenses I have to pay, like I really hope this works. And these people, they're not like young people that are convincing them this. These are like people our mom's age that are in this, saying stuff like, oh, it's okay, you know, like the motherly talk, like it's okay, you know, everything's gonna work out, we're gonna promise we get you there. And
In Punjabi?
yes, in Punjabi, to
Oh,
these
so it's
students.
like to the students that came from India.
Yeah. And I always heard this, and I'm just like,
Were they speaking Punjabi to you, the same ladies, or
no,
you weren't even
no. They
associated
speak
with those
English
ladies?
with me. They speak English.
But you were
with
still
me.
talking to those ladies.
No, I saw who they were, and she said, once your friend came around, you weren't down. That person's not right for you. Don't put that person close to you. He's trying to deter you from what you need to become. Like, what the fuck? Is that a cult or what is that? Right? And this person, from what I've heard from other stories from other people, they stopped talking to all the people that were like, no, we're not really comfortable with this, even though they were friends.
Wait, they told you this?
No, they
He told
told
her-
that person that.
They
They
told
told my friend that.
Yeah. Oh, and they said cut you off.
Yeah, no,
did-
not cut me off. They're like, that person's not good for this. They're like, that person, no. Like, you can't do this kind of stuff with that person around. That's not good stuff.
And then
He's telling her bad stuff.
And were
essentially.
you trying to convince that? Were you trying to
No,
convince your
I'm
friend?
just like, I'm like, hey, like,
no,
some
did
of
you
this-
did you try and convince your friend I'm not doing this, or did you kind of go,
No,
you
I-
do you, but I'm not doing it?
No, it wasn't that. We both were kind of like, fuck this. We were just like, these guys are just being weird and culty now. Like, this is just like,
But your friend was a little more vulnerable, I guess, or more maybe into it than you.
no, it wasn't like vulnerable. We weren't ever.
No, you weren't vulnerable.
No, both of us, we weren't gonna sign up for this anyways. We just wanted the
Insurance.
insurance aspect
Yeah.
of it. We wanted the license. But even then, with how pushy and weird they are, oh, I'm gonna be over your shoulder, so don't worry, I'll get you the test answers. So it's like, so that's illegal. You can't do that, right? And they're like, oh, we'll study for hours. We'll fucking be there with you all the time. And it got to a point where they stopped even talking about the test and the insurance aspect of it completely. They stopped. And I'm just like, wait, what? Like, I thought that's what this whole thing was about. And it's like, no, it's not.
What do you mean they
Something else.
stopped?
Like, they stopped even
Talking about
pushing
it.
about it and talking about
Like
that
in all
as
the
much.
meetings.
Yeah. And it's become a, we need to get more people in. We need to
Did they
see who you
explain
guys
why?
can. It wasn't ever really explained well.
And but like you were looking around, these people were like, all right, we're gonna go get people. Like many of these people were like,
Yeah.
we're ready to go.
And they used to all talk the same, all say the same stuff. And how they used to talk about each other was so funny. They used to gas each other up so much. Like the guy who recruited me, essentially, everyone's like, dude, you know that guy couldn't afford a Lamborghini, but he just doesn't want to. I'm just like, what? I'm like, that's such a nothing statement. That's like me saying, yo, I could buy a private jet, but I just don't want to. Like, what?
That sounds like the guys
Yeah.
that you hear go, oh,
And then-
yo, I could be the CEO of the company, but I turned it
And then
down.
they
I got a
had this-
family.
Yeah, and then they had this thing where they're like, we have this press conference. Everyone, or we have this like, not press conference. It's like we have this like team world financial meeting thing in Vegas that we all get fly down to. And this guy always win awards, bro. He's a fucking champion, bro.
The
You
guy
know
that
what?
recruited you.
Yeah, and he's like, yo, this guy, he's gonna be like the top G like one day, essentially. Like the best way to put it, right? I just don't know the phrase of it. Like he's gonna be number one day, bro. You just watch, bro. You just watch. Shit like that. It was just insane.
Did they ever like pitch it to like,
No young people were there. I'll give them that. No young people.
what do you mean no young people? You were young.
Like no, I was in my 20s.
Okay.
But
You are in your
like it
20s.
wasn't like how Wake Up Now was with high schoolers and
Okay,
people
so-
that just don't know.
So okay, so now you're in this like state of mind where
Yeah.
you already had hesitation.
Yeah.
And you're like, whatever, go there. You're like, oh, okay. Yeah, you can recruit people, but like you can become an insurance broker. Like
Yeah.
insurance, legit, this is government. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's get this license. Maybe who cares about WFG? I'll go to like another company, right? You're like, this is what this is.
Yeah.
How much time did it take from when you got this like information to like when it just became about recruiting? Like, was it a week? Was it 2 months? 6
I'd
months?
say it was within the month. I would say. Like,
How
I
much
went
money
to,
did
like,
you had you invested at this point?
Nothing. I didn't do
They didn't ask for any money yet.
No.
They were already telling you to recruit, but you hadn't paid. You're full of crap. You're full of shit.
No. There's no membership. Like it's different than Wake Up Now. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. It's not the same thing. Everything was different. It was structured different.
Oh, so if you don't have to
So
pay
the
anything,
only-
but if
the-
you get five
the-
people in, then you start getting paid.
I don't know. Like that whole aspect, I don't know what the whole thing was. I just knew the insurance aspect of it. Like I said, I was never explained some of the stuff properly. A lot of these people, they get caught up in the pitch and don't explain what the fucking thing is. They get caught up in like you can get this, you can make this, you can do that, you can do this. and they always used to forget, like, so what are you doing? So how do I get money, right? What I knew was you get money from, like how you said, percentage of the insurance stuff. I'm like, that's cool. I'm like, why not, right? Like, but the thing was, I was also not sure to do it with these guys because I was like, I'm getting my insurance and I'm fucking out of here. Because I'm like, I don't want to sell some faulty ass insurance to people because they want to sell it to your family. They want to sell it to people you know. I'm like, I'm not selling some faulty ass insurance to people. And then when they actually need it, they're like, dude, you fucking ruined us, right? I don't want to fucking do that. I don't want to be that guy. So I got to a point where I'm like, you know what? This is too much of a headache to deal with these fucking people because they're weird. So I just left it and I stopped. And I stopped going, and the phone calls, whatever, everything just stopped eventually because I'm like, hey, I'm just not interested in this. Which was nice of them to be like, hey, it's all cool. Maybe because they knew, like I told you, I was deterring my friend. So maybe they're like, yo, get this guy the fuck out of here. So, but they didn't even stop with my friend as well. So
They didn't stop.
no, they did. They did. Eventually they stopped too. Because she was even like, fuck, like, I don't know if I want to do this anymore. And like, they're just like, we see it if you're willing and you're eager. If you're not, then fuck it. We don't care. We're not going to try with you. That's how their whole like thing was. So whatever.
No, but it's crazy how much money they actually make, how big these companies are, how powerful they are, how much. So here's the crazy part, bro. You talk about how you had, who'd you say was there? Like just, I guess, reputable people, was it? Like
It was just people that like are said to be making a lot of money.
Dude, you talk about having like, oh yeah, the soccer sponsorship or the CFL sponsorship.
Yeah.
The Edmonton mayor, where always Marco's from, the Edmonton mayor is promoting the pyramid scheme. Have you seen this? I sent it to you.
Mayor of Edmonton, just spoke at the grand opening of a World Financial Group office. World Financial Group is a multi-level marketing company that I have made several videos about, totaling over 1 million views.
Such a big achievement, and we wish them all the best.
Multi-level marketing is a business model where 99% of annual participants lose more money than they earn. And just so you know,
99.9, did he say?
No, it's 99.
Okay. Okay. So there's
I mean, the 1% making money is a fucking person scamming you. That's essentially what it means.
No, but 99%. This guy I trust. I trust always Marco stats.
No,
this guy's not full of crap.
No, I know.
This is not just
okay.
clickbait.
The biggest thing is for me personally speaking. Yeah, it's true. Everyone loses money, but that one fucking guy. No, I was gonna say the thing was I don't know that guy who recruited me was making money or not. I don't know.
Well, he lived in a basement. That guy. Which one?
No. I'm saying the one that recruited me to
the one they were
WFG,
gassing up.
It was just implied he makes money. Like he had nice car, nice clothes, like good watch and everything. But like I could have just been from before. Like I don't know any like fucking thing about him. And maybe he has money, maybe it worked for him. I'm not saying this model doesn't work for some people. It probably does. But I just don't personally like it when they go after people who are in bad situations and they try thinking they can make it a better situation.
there is a document on the Federal Trade Commission's website that contains a list of MLM companies who have had their compensation plans studied as part of determining this 99% loss rate. And World Financial Group is mentioned by name on that list. A 99% loss rate, in my opinion, is not a business opportunity at all. It is a scam.
Yeah. So like, dude, like these, it's insane. But he had to move out of Canada to talk about this, bro.
No, that's
scamming
for sure.
is, bro. Scamming is legal. This is these these companies are getting away with it, bro.
No, but you gotta have some kind of backing to be on a CFL jersey too. Like I'll give them that. They gotta have some kind of power, some kind of actual money, influence. Like they have to be.
They're paying the political parties. Oh, the mayor's there, bro.
Yeah.
The mayor's there.
Yeah.
You think the mayor didn't make money of coming there?
Oh, probably, yeah. But I'm
he
saying
secured
like,
the bag, bro.
there's probably
and then sorry, we should also mention the mayor of Edmonton is Punjabi.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Like, yeah, that's cool. Yeah. I'm not doubting there is legit parts to these companies. World Financial Group. The other two are fucking stupid. To World Financial Group. But what the fuck they're doing in these fucking meetings in Surrey and everywhere, you guys should be ashamed of yourself. It's disgusting. The manipulation tactics you guys are doing towards people who are vulnerable is disgusting, and I want to see you guys should just fucking stop.
Can help people, and if someone has cancer, be kind, but also still invite them.
The reason she needs this is because she has cancer. That's what you say to people.
I know it won't happen because you guys are fucking laughing because you guys are making money off these guys. But I hope if anyone sees this video is questionable and like, hey, I don't know, like this thing seems kind of good to be true, but maybe I'll give it a shot. Don't do it. Because everyone gets fucked. Honestly, I can't. Every single time you hear a success story in those businesses, it's someone that's been doing it for a long ass time always, right? There's always been here for a very long time. And guess what? They're not like, oh, I'm making like, you know what's funny with all these I just noticed right now? There's no one making like a decent amount of money, like normal, like I'm just starting and I'm making decent amount. It's always you're making fucking skyrocketing money.
You got two
you got a
Ferraris,
Ferrari, you
Bentley.
have 10,000 a month, you're making crazy amounts. There's never like a person like, hey, yeah, I'm just making like $50 a month off it. Like never. It's always like an absurd amount. And it's a funny thing. I remember something Marco said in one of his videos. These guys that say they make so much money, you go to the parking lot, there's no fucking fancy cars, bro.
Not even one.
Which is fine. I'm not saying, hey, bro, you're rich if you have a fancy car.
No, but that's what
fine.
they're selling you.
But
That's what they're selling you.
They're selling you that we're rich. We got this fucking money. We're laughing,
retired
bro.
at 20.
Yeah, we're retired. We're this, we're that. And the thing is, it's like Toyota Corollas and Priuses in the parking lot, bro. I'm not saying that makes you rich, but when you're saying you're this, when you're saying, this is my image, I have to, wouldn't you want to uphold your image with, hey, I'm pulling up in a fucking Ferrari or a Lamborghini if you say you can afford it, right? So
no, but like I feel like, you know what, I really hope that most of our audience is not, has not, ended up in a situation where they were taken advantage of like this. There are still going to be people that are going to say, I made money. There's that 1% that
for sure.
there are people that made
I'm not denying
money
it.
too.
I'm not denying it. There are people.
But
that
what
make
blows
money.
my mind is in a country where we want to say, and I'm only going to talk about Canada here. This is where we live. In a country where we talk about, we have such a great country. There's, freedom of speech or freedom of expression, and we can share. Okay, fine. We don't want to have people inciting violence. I'm not about that, right? But to say, hey guys, WFG is a scam, is a pyramid scheme. It's this and it's that and it's not this and it's not that. Someone had to move out of Canada. He's actually gone to court to stand in front of judges to say this is unacceptable. This must be stopped. He's like gone on record, all this stuff. But he's at the point now where again, he's actually kind of scared for his life, dude. Like he's actually like maybe not his life, but he's scared for his like safety and like he doesn't even know. That is crazy, dude. Like, first of all, shout out to Always Mark Hope, dude, because that guy is literally risking his own freedom.
Yeah.
And like left his family, all this stuff in a supposed country that we say is such a great place to live in, to stop people from getting scammed, where 99% people are not making money.
Lose more money than they make was what he said, yeah.
Lose more money than they make is like, that's crazy, dude. You didn't know that, right? That he had to move the country. He had to flee the fucking country, bro. Man. Guys, if it sounds like it's probably too good to be true,
probably is.
It probably is. Multi-level marketing, whatever, like if it's a legit product and you're selling insurance, it's not multi-level then technically.
Yeah.
It's not multi-level, it's one level. So there's that. And again, I've bought insurance. I've bought personal life insurance and everything from an individual who works for all the agencies or all the insurance companies, and he has a license. I trust the guy. I hope it's legit. That's all I can say. Good news is, not once has he tried to recruit me to sell insurance.
Yeah.
No red flags yet, right? Everyone has their why.
Yeah.
We talk about trauma. We talk about trying to fit in. Talk about trying to make money, trying to be rich because you never had money. Cass talked about it a little bit about, she thinks that there's people that are they play victim, and she goes, what did it happen to you that made you feel this way? You look at Mindy, who shares his stories and goes, look at how much I learned through this, like all these mistakes I made. You know what? Like it's just sad that people are getting sucked into these, into these traps in times where they're looking for somewhere to fit in. And it's everyone's looking for love. Everyone's looking for companionship. Everyone's looking to fit in. Everyone's looking to make an extra dollar. I think that we need to question things a little bit more sometimes, right? Of just, what is someone's intention? And I've learned to do that over time as someone that's just very trusting. Like, let's be clear. Mindy and I met due to business. I needed to purchase a product from his business. He came, did some measurements with his gas guy, whatever. And then next time he was here, it was a podcast.
Yeah.
I'm a trusting guy. We're trusting guys.
Yeah.
Now, we did some research. I'm not an idiot, but my gut told me after conversations with this person that this is, let's give it a shot. I didn't do that blindly. I was curious what his intentions were. I was curious what your intentions were. And always, Marco, we would love to have you on the podcast. If you're ever allowed back in Canada again,
Yeah, because the thing
get
is,
back in here, bro. We want to have a genuine
yeah.
conversation with you because this is something that needs to be in the limelight.
Yeah, and I do want to learn more about this stuff because I know like the basis of it, on what I know. I want to know other stuff, other workings of these companies and whatnot. So it'll be interesting to know. And hey, if anyone has an issue with what I said and you're with those companies, please leave a comment down below. I'm telling you based on my experience. I don't know how this company works. You tell me if I'm wrong with what I've said today.
Yeah, well, this is a good opportunity for me to talk. By the way, are you free? There's a conference happening tomorrow.
Oh, really?
Dude, no, you know what? It's not like one of those ones.
Oh, okay, yeah.
No, but you should come because you know how I run a business. Like,
Yeah.
it's going to be a lot of entrepreneurs. Like,
Yeah.
honestly, like-minded individuals.
Yeah.
Are you free on? I think it's Tuesday, 7 p.m.
Tuesday, 7 p.m.
Yeah, it's gonna be in my basement.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, is
in
it
the shed? Sorry, shed.
I think I've heard about this company. It's called the Too Good to Be True, but it's true. It's
No,
called the
no,
Trust
this is
Me,
no,
Bro.
it's called. This is not a pyramid scheme, bro.
Oh, okay,
It's
yeah,
the company.
yeah. That actually sounds.
But I
pretty
like
good.
it. I like it's honest. That's why I like it. So honestly, guys, I'll leave a link in the description for the RSVP.
So we're starting our own multi-level marketing. We've seen what all these scams do, and you know what? We feel bad for people. We want to do it the right way. So, anyways, you want to get 5 people underneath you. That's when you'll start making money.
But by the way, you know what? Harmol, one thing we will the trophies. We should put them up now, right?
Oh yeah, so
we should put them up.
Yo, I forgot my jacket, my blazer.
Dude, that's the thing. We're gonna start being our true selves now, guys.
Yo, can you play some AC/DC next time? When
By
we
the
walk in?
way, fuck the caste system, but like, I ain't gonna talk to you if you don't have a red jacket. Like, that's just me. First question I usually ask when I meet someone
What
nowadays,
jacket?
what's your jacket color?
What's your jacket?
And if they don't get it, bro, you're
a
like
hater, bro.
You're
Are you
obviously
kidding me?
like you are so
You're
low
hating
level.
on me.
You're so low level that I'm not involving you in my life because you're gonna bring me down.
Like honestly,
I'm trying to bring my average up, bro.
You know how many hours I put into this?
You know what?
You know how many
guys,
people I've talked to?
You guys don't know this, but Harmol could be Gucci'd out right now, but he's choosing not to. You could literally be dressed in designer with drip. You could be like Quavo, but actually more. But we don't do that.
You know, this guy could buy the Lululemon guy's house right now, but he doesn't want to. Why
I
the
just
fuck
don't. I
would he?
respect the guy.
Respect the guy. He's your
Actually, no,
friend.
I don't know if I respect the Lululemon guy.
Oh, actually, no, he's kind of
I
fucked
don't-
up.
I don't
He's
wanna
kind of
say
fucked
that.
up.
Choose someone else.
He's kind of a fucked up guy.
Honestly, that's
That
wild.
is insane to me that company's alive still with the type of shit they've said.
And I'm wearing like so much of their stuff. They have good. Their quality's gone down. Lululemon, your quality's gone down massively. over the
I
last
think
5 years.
I think everything.
Guys, like, thanks so much for tuning in. We really, really appreciate all the love, all the support.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. And if anyone's in this MLM gigs or whatever lifestyle, say it in the comments, man. If you think what we're saying is wrong, well, we're over analyzing it, I guess. Sound off in the comments and let us know if we're wrong. Anyways, thank you for joining us today, and see you guys next time.